We are checking out New Zombie Apocalypse. Let's take a closer look at what No More Room in Hell 2 brings to the table. Right from the start, the game throws players into a bleak and desolate world. Like its predecessor, the game draws inspiration from the classic Left 4 Dead series, but instead of following in its footsteps exactly, it ventures down its own unique path. This time, players are set loose in a large open-world environment, which includes dense forests, abandoned ranger cabins, and even a massive power plant, all serving as potential locations to scavenge or as dangerous traps where the undead lurk. Each game starts with players spawning alone, equipped with a few basic supplies and a vast map to explore. But don't think exploration is as simple as running around. Every action comes with consequences. Movement needs to be cautious, and managing stamina is crucial. In the middle of combat, players can quickly run out of breath after just a few swings of a melee weapon. The game's unforgiving nature ensures that players will need to be strategic when facing groups of zombies. You don't want to alert more undead than necessary or use all of your stamina in one fight, leaving yourself vulnerable to the next. The zombies in No More Room in Hell 2 are slow, but they are far from weak. These classic shuffling undead may not sprint at you, but they are relentless. A single zombie can be a serious threat if you aren't careful. Their closing speed in tight spaces can catch players off guard, and red-eyed zombies, in particular, are much tougher than their regular counterparts. They can take multiple blows, or even survive several shotgun blasts. The detailed gore system, which shows flesh and bone being chipped away as you fight, adds to the intensity and reminds players of the true danger they are in. One of the standout features of the original No More Room in Hell was the infection system. Certain wounds could turn players into zombies after a countdown, creating a tense race against time to find a cure. Although this infection mechanic isn't fully implemented in the sequel yet, it's planned to arrive during the game's early access period. However, permadeath is already in place, meaning every fight carries high stakes. When you die, you don't just respawn. Instead, you turn into a zombie, leaving your former teammates to put you down, or worse, facing the consequences of your undead self. The scarcity of resources makes survival even more difficult. Healing items are rare, and inventory space is limited, forcing players to make tough decisions on what to carry. Firearms, though powerful, come with their own challenges. Ammo is extremely scarce, and the sound of gunfire can draw in more zombies than the bullets can take down. Combat in-game emphasizes careful planning rather than charging in guns blazing. Checking every corner before entering a room and using the environment to your advantage, such as climbing onto higher structures for safety, quickly becomes second nature. While the game is designed to be played with others, teamwork is vital. Playing solo is nearly impossible, as the game's design strongly encourages collaboration. The thrill of finding another player amidst the chaos of the zombie apocalypse adds a sense of hope and relief in a world otherwise filled with dread. With up to 8 players on a map, the goal is to work together to survive and complete objectives. Whether it's clearing out an area or repairing crucial infrastructure like the power plant, success depends on the group's ability to communicate and collaborate. The world in No More Room in Hell 2 isn't fully apocalyptic yet, but it's on the edge of collapse. Missions focus on trying to prevent the total downfall of society, with characters such as first responders working to maintain some form of order. It gives the game a sense of purpose beyond just mindless zombie killing. Every mission feels important, as players are tasked with crucial objectives that could determine the fate of humanity. One of the key elements that makes games stand out is its atmosphere of dread and despair. Zombie games often aim to create a power fantasy, but No More Room in Hell 2 does the opposite. You're not a superhuman mowing down hordes of zombies with ease. Every battle feels like a desperate fight for survival. Every resource is precious, and every choice matters. The game excels in creating moments of tension where players are forced to weigh the risks of helping a fallen teammate or pushing forward on their own. No More Room in Hell 2 isn't for the faint of heart. It's a challenging, immersive, and sometimes brutal experience that rewards careful planning and teamwork. The game's unforgiving nature, combined with its open-world exploration and tense zombie encounters, creates a unique take on the zombie genre. If you're a fan of co-op survival horror and enjoy the thrill of desperate last stand moments, No More Room in Hell 2 is definitely worth your time. But if you're looking for something with a bit more flair, maybe check out Dead Island 2. It's got more action, more chaos, and a lot more creative ways to take down the undead. If that sounds better, I've got analysis on that too, so go check it out.